Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to today's Pick a Card reading. I hope you've been really well. Today we're looking into who's coming towards you next in your love life. We'll be getting tarot, oracle cards, as well as channeled messages from this person. And this can be someone you already know. This can be someone new. This can be someone you just met but nothing happened. This can be someone you have a very long past with. Regardless of who they are, we're going to try to get as much information about them as possible, but as this is a general reading, please remember to only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Not every message will be meant for every single one of you, so it's very important that you trust your own inner guidance and judgment over mine or anyone else's. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find the link to all of that stuff in the description box below. And please remember that nothing is set in stone. I'm reminding this one extra time, especially because this is a prediction-based reading. Nothing is set in stone. Just keep that in mind. I also like to keep that in mind when I read, and I also never really get tired of reminding this, especially you will know if you got a personal reading from me. But anyway, I'm rambling, so I will stop now and let you focus on which pile calls to you the most, and I'll see you soon. Hello, my beautiful pile ones, and welcome to your reading. Welcome to your beautiful reading. I'm so excited about this reading, but before I get into why and what I'm already feeling, let me just give you a little schedule of what we're doing today. We're doing the oracles first, then we have tarot, we have 4 more oracle decks, and then we have channeled messages. Now, I feel like most of you already know who this person is. I feel like you already know they're coming, but you may not have met them in real life necessarily. I feel like the energy is dual, kind of in the way that I feel like some of you have had like a cycle with this person already, or you've met them already, but you're in separation. Maybe you had to separate to heal, is the most kind of common scenario I'm getting. But it could of course be other things as well. But for some of you, I feel like you haven't met this person yet, or this connection hasn't been grounded in any way yet. Like, it could not be romantic at this point, but you could be in contact. But regardless of the situation you're in, you'll know this is your pile if you have been seeing signs about this person, or if you just have this feeling that things are shifting, especially in your love life. But let me tell you, this isn't the only area of your life that's shifting. I feel like this is a connection with a purpose, with some kind of higher purpose. It doesn't feel like this connection only serves you and this person, but it feels like this connection serves the collective in some way. This is a very high vibrational energy that I'm feeling from this person, from you, and from this connection. But of course, I feel like there's a lot of effort, a lot of energy, and a lot of healing that goes into building this connection in that way. I feel like it takes a lot of energy, a lot of effort, a lot of healing, a lot of patience to bring this connection to the point where it's just this bundle of love and light. And I'm not even exaggerating, I swear. This is literally the energy I'm getting. And before I forget, we have double Cancer energy here with these cards. We have some Sagittarius and we have Leo here as well. So we have fire and water especially. And I'm also seeing this in the colors of the cards as well. This feels like a very compatible counterpart kind of energy. Now, to get a little bit more into what I'm feeling about the details of your situation, I feel like there is a hot and cold energy here, and this doesn't have to mean that your person is a hot and cold kind of person, and it doesn't have to mean that things have been hot and cold. For me, this more so means that this can be an on and off kind of situation. It doesn't have to be like very chaotic. It doesn't have to be something that like destroys you. It could have been because I feel like this is very deeply emotional, and I feel like you and this person are so connected energetically. This connection almost feels like an ancient connection. Like, it feels like it's been just there always. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels very intense. And that's underestimating it, probably. This feels like the kind of connection that would turn your world upside down, and your person's as well. And I feel like if you've met them, it probably has turned someone's world upside down. And I don't mean this in a bad way. I mean this in a, maybe someone realized they really needed to heal. Maybe both of you realized you really needed to heal, because I feel like this connection is something that this person especially is very motivated to pursue, whether they've made this obvious or not. I feel like right now their energy is pretty much like within their own self. We also had this card for pile 1 in the last reading I did, actually. So we still have that ongoing constant Leo energy in pile 1. It feels like there is a lot of healing that goes into this connection, especially. And again, not just for you and your person, but it feels like there's healing in this connection for the collective. It's almost like it benefits the people around you in some way as well. It doesn't just benefit you. It feels like for some of you, this connection could be tied to your life purpose in some way. This connection could be something that you level up through, maybe spiritually, maybe just personally. But it feels like this connection gives you a lot of insight into yourself as well as into your person. We'll talk more about the person coming in, like their traits and stuff, whatever comes through. But I feel like this is something you can almost predict coming towards you. Not necessarily predict maybe, but more so it's almost like you can sense. For some of you, this person could be in the spotlight in some way with the sun energy as well, or they could be a leader of some sorts, or they could just be someone that people look up to. And I feel like you have this same energy, but I don't think for most of you that you're doing this in the same field, if that makes sense. I feel like you are very intuitive. It almost feels like for most of you, you're the water energy and your person is the fire energy. And you don't have to be a water sign and your person doesn't have to be a fire sign. But the way it's playing out for me is more so that you could have healer energy. I feel like you have a very soothing energy, and I feel like this person has very motivational, very fiery, very like determined kind of energy, and I feel like they motivate you to go after what you deserve, what you are meant for. And I feel like you give this person a lot of healing and make them kind of stop every now and then and check in with themselves and learn how to navigate their emotions, their triggers, their wounds, all of these things. This feels like a blessed connection, to say the least. This is beautiful energy. This is like yin and yang. Let's get some tarot now to see what else wants to come through. Pile 1, please, universe. Who is coming towards pile 1 in love? All right, we have the 5 of Cups. We also have the 5 of Wands in reverse. For some of you, you could have experienced some sense of loss with this person. You could have felt like you lost this connection in the past, or there could have been a painful separation. And I feel like both you and this person have been experiencing this disappointment or this sense of loss, or grief if you are in separation. But it's also possible that you haven't met them yet. And in that case, it could be that you've experienced some painful losses or disappointments in your love life in general, and it almost feels like this person is here to remedy that. It feels like this person's here to kind of reassure you that not everybody sucks. We have the Star. Yes, I was expecting the Star to show up. So we have some Aquarius energy as well. That could be significant. Who is coming towards pile 1, please? Who is coming towards pile 1 in love, please, universe? We have Temperance. We also had Temperance with the Oracle cards, or at least Temperance energy with the Oracle cards before. Sagittarius energy and Yin Yang. We have the King of Swords. I feel like this is someone who might be very highly educated. It doesn't have to be that they're necessarily following an academic path, or like they're pursuing a PhD or something. They certainly could be. But it also feels more so like, in general, this person is good at what they do. I feel like this person has a lot of self-awareness, and I feel like they know their talents, and I feel like they know what to pursue and what to put their energy into. I feel like this person is very kind of conscious about the energy they put out into the world, and I feel like they're very conscious about what they give to. And I feel like maybe for some of you, this person is, or this person would want for you to be more mindful of what you give energy to as well, because I feel like you have such a healing energy, and you could be an empath. You could also kind of attract people who are not very pleasant, or who may appear to be pleasant, who may appear to kind of have your back, but then they end up just draining you. This doesn't have to be the case for everyone, of course, but I feel like in general, this person is a little more cynical towards people. Well, not cynical, but I feel like cynical is not the right word. I feel like this person's a little more skeptical when it comes to people's intentions and all of that. And I feel like this person has a very good intuition as well. I feel like this person understands people very well, and I think this person is really perceptive. This isn't someone who's gonna let you get away with, like, if you're feeling bad and they're like, what's wrong? This isn't someone who's gonna let you get away with, like, I'm fine. Like, they're not gonna let you get away with that. They will ask you why, and they will want to talk about it. It's not that they're pushy or anything. That's not the energy I'm getting, but this person genuinely cares. And I keep on seeing the 6 of Cups. So this could be like a soulmate or a very deep energetic bond, or whatever you feel most comfortable calling it, really. But I feel like the bond here is really intense. And it's almost like this person is missing you before they even met you, or like if you already know them, I feel like this person is missing you right now, if you are in separation especially. But let me shut up now and get more cards. Can we clarify the 5 of Cups? We have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. This person knows that you're someone worth investing in. This person knows that this connection is worth something investing in, or they will know. Just take it in however tense makes the most sense to you. But I feel like this isn't someone who wastes time on people they don't think like are worth it, or this isn't someone who will just endlessly give to everyone. This is someone who has clear boundaries, and I feel like this person sees you for who you are. I feel like this person doesn't even put you on a pedestal or anything. I think they see you like wounds and flaws and all, and I think they love it. This person will love you so much, my pile ones, if they don't already. Can we clarify the Five of Wands in reverse? I have a song playing in my head too. It's been playing ever since I started shuffling for you. I'll link it down below if you want to check it out to see if there are any lyrics that apply to your situation or anything that sounds relevant. We have the Three of Pentacles. This person has like a protective, safe kind of energy as well. For some of you, you can meet them through like friends or a workplace or online, but you don't have to. You could already know them as well. Just dropped a card as usual. Let's reshuffle this deck. I think this person could also have a lot of different talents. I think they're very emotional, but they may not be... I feel like they're sensitive, and I feel like to some extent it's obvious, but I feel like sometimes maybe they try to turn that sensitivity off as well. It feels like productivity is important to this person, but I feel like maybe sometimes they push themselves a little too far. We have the Hierophant. It feels like this connection has a healing purpose, again, not just for you, not just for this person, but for some kind of community or some kind of collective. And you don't even need to be actively working on anything. You don't need to be like doing social service or anything. You certainly could be, but I feel like it's just that the two of you fall in love, and that just creates some kind of insane effect around you. Oh, I just dropped another card. I don't know why I can't control my limbs. I don't know. I just saw the Hermit as well, so Virgo energy could be significant. We have, did I say we have Taurus? I don't even remember. But we have Aquarius, Taurus, Sagittarius, Leo, and Cancer so far. We have the Emperor, Aries energy, very fiery. I feel like if this person is creative, they will at one point end up making something inspired by you. Like if they're an artist, I feel like they'll make art inspired by you at some point, regardless of at which point of the connection this happens in. And I don't know why I'm getting this, but I feel like this is someone who makes things, who creates things. This isn't someone who stands back like on the sidelines and watches other people. This is someone who gets up and gets things done. And I feel like open communication is very important to this person as well. But I think sometimes they may have difficulty expressing themselves simply because I feel like they have a lot of emotions, especially when they meet you or when they met you. And I feel like they may have a difficult time kind of funneling all of that into words, because it feels like you, again, turn their world upside down, or they're just like so shocked to meet you or see you. I feel like most of you know this person already, but clarify the King of Swords. Who is coming towards... We have the Page of Cups in reverse. So in the past, you could have had some arguments with this person, or it feels like things could have been a lot more with them, but it almost feels like you never got the chance. But it also feels like there was some kind of purpose for this. It feels like you both maybe had things you needed to let go of, maybe expectations, maybe pain, maybe resentment, maybe negativity, maybe self-limiting beliefs, anything really. It almost feels like this connection, the flow of emotion between the two of you, well, not the flow of emotion, but it almost feels like the physical flow of emotion between the two of you had to be stopped, but the two of you are connected. Like the energetic flow of love or emotion, it's still there. And if this isn't someone that you already know, the Page of Cups in reverse could talk about how different this person is to past people that you have been in connections with. It almost feels like you're finally getting your energetic match. And I feel like if you dealt with this person before, like if you've had a cycle with them before, or if you were in a connection with them before, it almost feels like the two of you were not a full energetic match. I feel like you really clicked, but it almost feels like there were a few details that needed to be taken care of so that they could be at your level and you could be at theirs. Because in this connection, nothing is a competition. It's more so that it's just filled with so much support. And we have the Tower coming through as well. And in this context, this is a beautiful energy. Oh my god, we have the Sun. Yeah, I could feel that coming up as well. We have the Sun here as well, so some more Leo energy. And we have Judgment in reverse. So with Judgment in reverse, what I'm getting is that, again, I feel like you're sensing something, but you may not believe it, or you may not know how to place it. But I feel like most of you are sensing this person coming closer to you. I feel like the universe or spirit or the divine or God or whatever you feel most comfortable with, someone or something, it's trying to communicate this with you by sending you signs of this person. Whether you've met them already or not, they are coming towards you. So this is also partially, I think, a reminder to be in a receptive energy. Of course, if you choose to receive this person, you don't have to, and nothing is set in stone. But yeah, this is what I'm getting. So now let's look at some more personality traits about this person. I'm just gonna put this deck on the side. The song is still playing in my head. And I don't even know the lyrics to it. So it's just mumbo jumbo in my head to the melody of the song, basically. But yes, let's get some more information. Oh, I dropped another card, guys. I'm sorry. We have God. Light attributes, benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. And the shadow attribute is despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. I'm not even like drawn to the shadow at all, not because I'm implying that this person's perfect or anything, but because compassion and kindness of the heart, all of like that kind of energy, that soothing, healing, compassionate, supportive energy, that's what I'm sensing from this person. This is someone who's grounded or who is currently working on becoming grounded. And bottom deck energy is the artist. I feel like for some of you, this person is someone who does like deal with the arts, and it doesn't even have to be like, I don't know, painting or photography necessarily. It can be music, it can be cooking, Yes, cooking can be art. It is a lot about creativity, especially if you're like me and you just cannot follow recipes for some reason and you always need to add random spices in there as well. It usually works out. Sometimes it doesn't. But most of the times it does, and that's what matters, is that you tried. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but if we go back into your reading, I feel like your person is like a jack of all trades, almost. And like, so many layers. I mean, makes me think of Shrek. Onions have layers, and so do ogres. I don't know the actual quote, but something like that. And of course, not to compare your person to Shrek or anything. It's just, I don't know. My mind is a little chaotic today, so there is that. But anyway. Anything else that wants to come through about pile one's person? We have Prince. Romantic charm and potential for power. This is someone who's powerful, but I think they're very humble as well. Like, I think they're confident, or they're working on their confidence, but at the same time, this person's so talented, but I don't think they necessarily own up to it. And I think you're so healing, but I don't think you own up to it fully. Maybe you don't accept it. Maybe you think it's like the bare minimum that you're doing when you're doing everyone's everything, is what I'm getting. Beautiful energies, and I feel like there's so much love here, so much softness. I mean, we have this beautiful romantic energy, like very, very powerful connection. It's just, I don't know, you guys, I don't know, like, I'm really into this. But let's also clarify with some more oracle cards. See who's coming towards you in love, or any details about this connection that may want to come through. Who is coming towards pile one in love, please, universe? Who is coming towards pile one? Why don't you want to say anything? We have going forward. We have leadership. Yes, your person does have that leadership kind of energy, or like they stand out in some way. And for some of you, this person may come off cold at first, but I don't think they are a cold person at all. I just think sometimes they have boundaries, especially around people they like kind of feel are sketchy, or not just like not a healthy presence in their lives. And I'm just really drawn to like the starry imagery here, and then the star. I feel like the two of you are so connected. Again, whether like this is showing you signs in the 3D or not, you and this person are connected. Very much so. With this going forward, I feel like one thing I'm getting is that some of you may think this person's moved on from you and this connection if you have like had a separation. Not true. They have not moved on. And another thing I'm getting with this going forward card is like better days are ahead, or like what I'm getting is like that kind of energy, or brighter days are ahead, the future is bright, like all of these kind of energies. It feels like maybe things have been a little murky for you, but there are a lot of blessings coming your way, a lot of emotional satisfaction, safety, security, love, healing. I don't know, beautiful energies. We also have diligence. This is someone who is hardworking, and my neighbor is moving her furniture again, I guess. Happens like once a week. But I totally feel her. I redecorate my room all the time, so. But anyway, with this diligence energy, I feel like for some of you, if you've been really like in your head about this connection, or like the signs you see are driving you crazy, or you feel this energetic pull, or you feel like the universe is trying to tell you something but you don't believe it or you don't know, I feel like there is a need here to take a step back and kind of flow with what's happening. It's like there is a need to have a bird's eye view of this situation, in the sense that it's almost like you can't see everything in detail, because with a bird's eye view also comes like, you know, like you become further away from things, so it's harder to see all the details. So you're not supposed to know all of everything now, but to me, getting that bird's eye view is also about trusting and flowing, trusting in the potential of this connection, the potential of the unknown, and allowing it to come to you, while knowing that you may not have all the details, you may not know exactly when, but you can kind of see the picture of what's coming towards you. That's kind of like a little bit of advice that I'm getting, I guess. Now let's get some channeled messages first, and then we will have 2 more oracle decks and we'll call it a day. Well, not really. I still have 2 piles to film and a lot to do after that, but you can call it a day. Unless, of course, you also have other stuff to do, which you probably do. I don't know why I'm talking so much today. I swear to you guys. I mean, I know the whole purpose of these videos are for me to talk, but I feel like I've just been saying a lot of irrelevant things. Hope that's okay. Sorry if it's not. But okay, let's see. Pile 1's person, take these messages as they resonate with your situation, because not all of you are going to like know this person, not all of you are you know. We have, I can feel you moving on. So if you have separated from this person, it could be that this feels a little bit mirrored as well. I feel like maybe both of you may feel that the other one's moving on, because maybe for some of you, this is what you agreed on, that you would like release this connection and move forward with your lives because it's healthier. This doesn't have to be the case, of course, it's just an example, but we also have I love you here. This person has not moved on. We have, I can't do this anymore. I just heard I can't take the distance, so maybe some of you are at a physical distance as well. We have, would you say yes? It drops it onto the floor. And it is the I will come back message. There we go. Messages from, we have, I need support. For some of you, this person could be dealing with mental health problems. Doesn't have to be the case. They could just be going through a lot right now. But I don't know, immediately I thought of mental health. This person could be a mental health advocate as well. And good for them. Like, I'm proud of them and I really appreciate them if that's the case. Or you could be involved with mental health. You don't have to be, but I don't know. I feel like this connection has a very healing energy to it. And as it's like both of you value healing a lot. We have everything is falling apart. What I'm actually getting from this message is like, it's an energy of the truth is being revealed. So it feels like this person is coming to some realizations, or if you haven't met them, for example, they could be recognizing that there is something that they're picking up on that they can't quite place. It doesn't feel like a negative energy, but of course, take it however it resonates for you. We have intuition. Yes, exactly what I was saying. We also have you intimidate me, and I feel like you don't accept me as I am. So it could be significant for some of you that maybe this person felt like they needed to be better for you. Not necessarily that you would judge them, but maybe I feel like this person has high standards for themselves. So it's very likely that they're kind of intimidated by how incredible you genuinely are. And it's not even putting you on a pedestal, it's just how you are. And that's the truth. So I was gonna say don't fight me on this, and then I saw this card and I thought it says I want to fight you. But yeah, don't fight me on this. I'm telling you the truth. So let's also clarify. Oh, wait, no, let's actually get some messages from the message bag. All right, not that many today. We have, please don't cry for me, especially if you've separated from this person. This person values your happiness a lot, or if you are at a distance for any reason, or if you haven't met them yet, this is like a reminder to focus your energy on yourself for the time being, is what I'm getting. Like, this person doesn't want you to be concerned about them. They will figure their stuff out. But we also have, I wonder if you still care about me. Some of you could have really pulled your energy away from this person, or you may have just not talked to them in a long time. They don't understand like you do. I don't think anybody really would understand this connection unless they have a connection like this too. You have too much power over me. Yeah, you are very powerful. And for some of you, for some of your people, this can be a little scary. They still ask about you as well. So I feel like for some of you, this person has like a council of friends, or like a council of family almost, that they take advice from, or like they talk to. For some of you, this person could have a therapist. It just feels like this person has, if they know you, it feels like they've talked to a lot of people. Well, not to a lot of people. It feels like they've talked to significant people in their lives about you. Who is coming towards pile one, please, universe? We have cleanse. This also came out in the last reading in pile one. So there could be connections to that pile here. I'm personally seeing some, so I'm seeing quite a lot actually. So if you feel called to, I would recommend you watch that as well, if you have time, of course. I know my readings have been getting a little lengthier. We have ghost. So for some of you, you could be in no contact. We have consciousness coming through as well, but the fact that you may not be texting or calling does not mean you're not connected. And yeah, this person has a conscious kind of energy, in the sense that they are conscious of what they put out and what they receive. They're very perceptive. And like, this person isn't afraid to, I think the thing I'm getting is that I feel like this person, to some extent, isn't afraid to be vulnerable. But on the other hand, when they do become vulnerable, I think it sometimes becomes overwhelming, and then they need to kind of take their space to heal. So this could have been your experience with them. But this connection is magical, essentially. It really is. And I cut the deck in half and we have trust. This is someone you can trust. And if you couldn't trust them before, of course, like, you are the best judge of this, but I do feel that this person could be transforming. And we also have faith coming through, so there's definitely a spiritual element in this connection as well. Now let's get you some advice to finish off your reading. It also feels like this isn't someone like who would smother you. I think independence is important to this person, their own as well as yours. This isn't someone like who would try to control you, is what I'm getting. I think they like to be in control of their own life, but they wouldn't try to force you to do something, or like, you know, especially not for them. All right. We have yoga. Oh, I don't know what that is. I'm annoyed. It's not oh, okay. It was just, I don't know what it was. We have be one with the planet. Yeah, it feels like there is like something bigger going on here than just the two of you. It's like there's a bigger connection. And with yoga, this could be talking about self-care, any form of self-care. You don't have to isolate yourself from the world to give yourself love. Self-love doesn't mean it has to be you taking a bath. I don't know. The reason I'm saying this is because of a couple of comments that I saw, and I realized it's important to point out that self-love doesn't only mean that you need to like lock yourself in your room, look in a mirror and be like, I love myself, and or like just don't text people back. That's not what self-love has to mean. It certainly can mean that for you, if you feel like that's what serves you and that's how you can give yourself unconditional love the best. But I feel like self-love is so many things. It's also like having a good time with people that make you feel good, that are genuine, that are supportive, that have beautiful energy like you do as well. Self-love can be so many things. It's more so about the way things make you feel rather than what those things in particular are, if that makes sense. But it's also not about like only feeling happiness through one particular person. If you're gonna feel happiness only through one person, let that be you. But anyway, I feel like I'm just getting really scattered. Maybe we need to do a messages from the universe reading or something. But your bottom deck energy is ocean spirit, and we also have emotional support here, which just confirms to me that this is an emotionally supportive powerhouse kind of connection. And ocean spirit again talks to me about the intuitive nature of this connection, and that watery, soft, beautiful energy. But again, with yoga, this is really about focusing on grounding yourself as well, not just on your healing, not just on self-love, but on grounding yourself as well, whatever that may mean for you. I don't want to like just lecture you over and over again about self-love. I mean, I totally can if you are interested, but for the sake of not making this video very long, I don't know how long I've been filming for, but I will stop now and say that this is all I have for you. Let me know if this resonated. If it did not, maybe there's a message for you in another reading or in another pile. So if you feel called to do so, definitely do check those out. I'm sending you so much love, so much light. Take care and bye. Hello, my beautiful pile twos, and welcome to your reading. We're going to start with these oracle cards first, then we'll clarify with tarot, 4 more oracle decks, and channeled messages from your person, especially if you know them. But this doesn't have to be someone you already know, but it certainly could be that someone you know is coming back into your life. You are the judge of that. And I'm here to give you as much information as possible so that we can figure out who this person is. So the first thing the first things I'll point out, we have Aquarius energy, Sagittarius energy, 10 of Pentacles, Virgo energy, 6 of Cups, Leo energy. So these signs could be significant, but they don't have to be. It could just be that these are the energies that are currently present in this person's energy. That made no sense. These could be the energies this person's currently embodying or this situation is currently surrounded by. But let's get into your reading. So I feel like you have been mistreated a lot in the past. Not necessarily a lot, but I feel like you have a very big heart. I feel like you are very giving, and it feels like maybe up until this point, maybe in the majority of your connections at least, it feels like you have been the giver. It feels like you have been giving and giving and giving, and you've been this stable powerhouse for other people. It feels like you've given a lot of people stability. You've given a lot of people trust. I feel like you've empowered a lot of people around you, not necessarily just romantic partners. I feel like it's just an overall energy that you have. From pile one, I was getting a really watery energy, and from you, I'm getting a more earthy, fiery energy. But again, you don't have to be an earth or fire sign. It can be anything. But essentially, what I'm getting here is that I feel like you have set boundaries for yourself, or you're in the process of setting boundaries for yourself. And for most of you, this feels like someone new. With the Six of Cups energy, it is possible that for some of you, you already know this person, or they're a family friend of some kind, or you share some kind of, common belief or common value, or you come from some kind of similar background, or there's just something that is familiar about them. This is possible, but for most of you, this feels like someone new. Also because I was hearing the song Someone New in my head playing while I was shuffling, which I will link down below if you want to check it out. But essentially, I feel like the work you've been putting into yourself, this healing that you've been doing, as well as giving to the people around you, I feel like you've helped a lot of others heal as well. Maybe through your own experiences, you've been able to be an example for other people, because I feel like you have been through a lot. It'll be different for every situation, of course, but I feel like you've taken a lot of shit from people that you did not deserve at all. And I feel like through this process of kind of seeing what doesn't serve your highest good, who doesn't serve your highest good, I feel like you're really moving past these energies that may have held you back. If there is someone specific you are getting over, you've been wanting to get over, it feels like you are going to be so successful in every sense of the word, in every aspect of your healing. You have so much potential, and it's almost like the universe is saying, now is the time for you to shine. And not that you need anyone, but here is a pretty great person that will support you and be there for you, and will want to travel with you, will want to have fun with you, will want to go on adventures with you, and most important of all, someone who will give to you the way you give to them. Someone who's never going to make you feel like a burden, or that you are too much to deal with, or like you are delusional or something, which I do feel could be some of the things some of you have experienced in the past, in past relationships. The people you have been with may not have made you feel like you're good enough, with that Virgo energy here as well. But that's not true at all. Honestly, you have such a radiant, beautiful energy, so powerful, and I feel like this person that's coming in is an energetic match to that. Initially, the reason I got these oracle cards was to kind of describe the person, but I found that also in pile one, it kind of just describes the overall energy that maybe going on in your love life. Doesn't have to be though, but I feel like the person that's coming in for you is someone who is adventurous, who is very open-minded, someone who is understanding, someone who may be a little bit unpredictable and who may like to surprise you, who may like to give you gifts. And it feels like heartfelt gifts more than anything. Like this could be someone who would just randomly pick some flowers, bring them to you in like a handmade bouquet. And it may look a little wonky, but you'll love it, you know? Like it's just a very sweet, thoughtful kind of energy. I feel like, I mean, we do have the whole house of creativity and romance here and kids. So I feel like this could be someone that you can be really playful with, someone who you can have a lot of fun with, who's funny as well. The sense of humor is like really highlighted to me in this pile. This is someone who's easygoing. I feel like maybe in the past you attracted more rigid people, not necessarily serious people. This could be the case, but it feels more like you could have attracted people who didn't give you like the benefit of the doubt, or who couldn't be flexible with you, or who never really put in the effort. At least not to the extent that you did. And this person sees you for who you are. They see your value, they see your worth, and they want to be like an instigator of that. They want to enhance that. They want to grow with you as well. Like it's just, I'm really drawn to how this arrow is like pointing upwards, and it just like, I don't know how to explain the energy I'm getting, but like upwards. This is also like, I don't know why this is giving me like upwards motion at all, but that's what I'm seeing. It's almost like things are lifting. It's almost like the darkness is lifting from your current love life, whether this is like confusion or just despair or sadness or disappointment. I see all of these things like slowly lifting. And I feel like this upward motion that I'm seeing in my mind's eye, like when I focus on these cards, it also talks about how this person will propel you forward as well. But let's get some tarot to clarify a little bit more about like this person's personality or anything that wants to come through, really. I feel like this could be someone who wears their inner child on their sleeve as well for some of you. And I'm also getting that this person could be from a different country, a different city, for some of you, or you could meet them like somewhere that is not your hometown or their hometown for some of you. But of course, doesn't have to be the case. This is the only deck that's small enough for me to shuffle sideways, which I really actually enjoy. I hadn't used this one in a long time, but I started using it in personal readings and now it's back. So yes, anyway. Pile 2's person, who is coming towards pile 2, please, universe? All right, we also have the Magician here. We have the 5 of Cups. This was also the first card for pile 1. Very interesting. We have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 2 of Wands in reverse. I'm actually gonna separate these more. We have the Magician. So we have Gemini and Virgo energy. We also had Virgo at the beginning. Pile 2's person, please. Who is coming towards? We have the 3 of Swords. I'm actually going to get 6 cards for this spread, mainly because there's enough space to do that. We have the Seven of Swords. I feel like you've dealt with a lot of shit in the past. Like the Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords, add them together, you get the Ten of Swords as well. I feel like people didn't treat you right. And for some of you, you could have like felt like, for some of you, I'm getting that you may have felt like you deserved it for some time, and that's not true at all. You really, really don't. You have such beautiful energy. I wish I could like make you kind of possess me and feel it or something. Kind of feel the energy I'm channeling right now. I feel like most of you are still in this like process of healing with the star in reverse as well, Aquarius energy. I feel like you're still in this process of finding out who you are without these connections holding you back. I feel like you're in the midst of your independence, your freedom, of detaching from people that don't serve you, from situations that don't serve you. For some of you, you could be further ahead on this journey, but I feel like this person, regardless of your situation, will come in at the perfect time, if that makes sense. Like when you're ready to receive them, they will come in, because it feels like you're manifesting them through your healing as well, through your growth. Can we clarify the Two of Pentacles? Thank you. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I just heard this person feels like coming home after a long and tiring journey. I didn't hear the long and tiring journey part. I added that myself, but that's what it feels like. There's a lot of traveling energy here, so it could be that this person likes traveling or that they're very adventurous, or that you end up traveling with this person a lot. But of course, you could have met them already as well. I'm kind of using the future tense to refer to them because it feels like, or at least like I'm using the future tense to talk about this situation because it feels like this hasn't manifested for most of you yet, but it certainly could have for some of you. So please take these messages as they resonate with you. I'm also hearing that you will be the apple of this person's eye. And they may be very mesmerized by your eyes as well. Very drawn to all the eyes here on this deck. This person will never make you feel like an option. I know like this is supposed to be more about their personality and stuff, and I do feel that these details kind of talk about their personality as well, but it almost feels like it's more important for you to know right now how this person will make you feel, or that people like this, these are the people you're meant for. These are your energetic matches. It almost feels like more so to give you that message. As if like, I mean, that's what the tarot is trying to say. Sorry, I'm having a hard time expressing myself in this pile. So I wonder if for some of you, this person could be a little shy. And right as I said that, we have the King of Cups in reverse, and it went back in as well. So I feel like this person may be hesitant to kind of come forward, maybe because for some of you, they want to give you space to heal if that is what you're going through, but also because maybe, you know, they're just a little shy. A lot of cards keep like flipping, but I'm not convinced any of them really want to come out right now. So can we clarify the Two of Wands in reverse, please, universe? Who is coming towards pile 2 in love? We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. You're never gonna have to wonder what their intentions are. You're never gonna have to wonder if you're an option. You are not an option. You are the apple of this person's eye. Like, you are not an option. This really feels like someone who's going to try their best to show you your worth. We have the Hierophant, clarifying the Magician. So some Taurus energy. Can we clarify the Three of Swords? I feel like you are manifesting this person. The Hierophant is my card for like the universe has your back, or like the universe has control over this situation kind of energies. And I feel like you are absolutely manifesting this person, but it almost feels like this person may not show up before like you are fully within your own energy and healed. You don't have to be completely healed as in like nothing bothers you anymore or anything, but I feel like it's almost like when you meet this person, or when things kind of come together, it will feel like the stars are aligned and like things are falling into place. With the Wheel of Fortune in reverse as well, it feels like your bad luck will literally turn into good fortune with this person. We'll also get like personality traits in a little bit with the archetype deck. And I'll also try to get as much information from the oracle cards about this person as well. Who is coming towards pile 2, please, universe? This is definitely someone very responsible, very loyal. For some of you, they could be older than you, but I feel like sometimes they may act younger than you. Because I do feel for some of you, this person wears their inner child on their sleeve, at least with people they like trust. We have the 9 of Cups. This person will have no problem expressing how much they want you when or if you kind of allow them to. But I feel like at the very beginning, they may be a little bit shy. They may kind of test the waters a little bit before they kind of fully make themselves known, because I feel like this person wants to make sure you're comfortable. It feels like you being comfortable and you feeling safe with them is very important to them, or it will be very important to them, and to kind of support you as well. We also have the 10 of Cups coming through here. This person feels like no one that you've been involved with before, or if you have been involved with someone like them, it feels like it's most likely them. But let's clarify with some archetype cards. I think this is also someone who stands up for what they believe in. Someone who may be outspoken about a lot of things, except for when they're having to kind of confess their feelings to you for the first time or something. I feel like that could be kind of the only thing that makes them feel flustered. You don't see the power you have, I think, for most of you. But this person does. They recognize it immediately. We have helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. I feel like this person could be like a big force in your healing. And I feel like, for example, if they see you kind of lost in your own head, or stuck in some patterns that really don't serve you, I feel like this is someone who would point that out. And I feel like this is also someone who will be very protective over you. And it almost feels like this person will have a personal problem with people from your past if they've treated you wrong, or in a way that you didn't deserve. And I feel like this person will also feel so loyal, so connected to you. But at the same time, one thing I'm hearing is that with this person, there may be slight possibly codependent tendencies, and this could be something they are working towards. For some of you, this person could have like an addictive personality, like a personality that just has the predisposition to become addicted to things or people or patterns easily. This doesn't mean they fall victim to like things that don't serve them, because I feel like this person has a pretty good awareness of what does and what doesn't serve them. But at the same time, I feel like this person may become attached to you very quickly for some of you, and maybe that may scare you a little bit as well. But know that this is a safe person. You may be scared, especially if you've experienced a lot of difficult situations in your past, or just like one very intense situation in the past. But know that this person's safe. It's like there's a very protective, almost guardian angel-like energy to this person. Like for pile 1, it almost felt like teacher-like energy to me. I don't think I said it, but like it almost felt teacher-like the counterparts were teacher-like to each other. And here it almost feels like you're kind of, or at least your person is to you, a guardian angel almost, is kind of what I'm getting. And I just realized I was holding the teacher card as well. So maybe that teacher energy applies here in this pile 2. Or this person could be a teacher for some of you, or it could just enjoy like teaching other people things. Can I get one card, please? Pile 2's person. Who is coming towards pile 2, please, universe? Who is coming towards pile 2? We have Rebel. Challenges authority to effect social change, reject spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. This person stands up for what they believe in. They really do. And I feel like if that means standing up to people who did you wrong, this person would go for it. For some of you, this person could be like a little fiery in the sense that they can sometimes like get really emotional really quickly. Like they can get angry very quickly maybe. I'm not getting any aggressive energy towards you or anything. It doesn't feel like they just be hot-headed or anything. It feels more so like they're very concerned about other people. They're very, very caring. And I think they get like really mad for other people who may have a softer disposition, if that makes sense, is what I'm getting. Too many. Can we get them one by one? Can I get one final card to explore pile 2's person? We have Liberator, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. Absolutely. Yeah. Very free-spirited. I think pile 1, I mean, yeah, pile 1's person had a free spirit energy as well, and so does your person. There are some similarities, but overall, like the situations and the energy, they're different for me. But if this doesn't make sense to you or doesn't resonate with you, maybe pile 1 has some messages for you. But yes, let's get some more oracle cards to clarify. I'm also hearing that this person will set you free from the constraints of your past experiences. Who is coming towards pile 2? We have forgiveness. We have taking risks. It feels like for some of you, maybe this person will have to like just shoot their shot before they know if you're into them or not, and that may feel a little stressful for them, because I feel like they don't want to like make you uncomfortable, or they don't want to just like put themselves out there to get shut down. And with that forgiveness energy, it feels like this person maybe, for some of you, I feel like this person is coming from a difficult past. They could share a similar past with you, but I think maybe they are a little further ahead in their healing, in the sense that maybe they've learned some lessons that you are currently learning, and it almost feels like this person like will kind of hold your hand and teach you kind of yeah, there is a teacher energy to this person as well then. But it almost feels like this person's going to like help you heal a lot and forgive a lot. Like, especially if you're struggling with resentment towards people or towards yourself, I feel like this person will kind of liberate you from that as well. Who is coming towards pile 3, please, universe? Who is coming towards pile 3? We have enlightenment. This is someone who will really like add to you instead of taking from you. This isn't someone who's just going to take without giving. This is someone who will give. And it doesn't feel like they're even going to like ask you for anything else, but I feel like you may just give to them as well, because I feel like it's in your nature to be giving, because I feel like you have a huge heart. You could be very connected to the people around you as well, or you could just have a lot of caring energy towards a lot of things in the world, which is beautiful. It's beautiful energy, but it can sometimes be overwhelming, of course, with like all this stuff that's always going on in the world as well. Let's get some channeled messages first, for those of you who may already know this person, and then we'll get some more oracle cards. We'll clarify kind of the messages or the energy of the connection, and then we'll also get advice. What would pile 2's person want to say to pile 2, please, universe? We have music coming through, so music could be significant to this connection. This person could be a musician or someone interested in the arts. We have, I'm not the person I used to be. This person has been through a lot, I think, is what I'm getting. We have, you are forgiven. Very interesting. Maybe for some of you, you have hurt this person in the past, but that doesn't feel like a really big energy to me. So take that one as it resonates. But it's interesting that it's coming right above forgiveness as well. Maybe they're trying to like help you forgive yourself as well. I feel really overwhelmed. I miss you so much. So for some of you, this person could be really in their feels about you if you know them and are in separation with them. I don't know what your intentions are. Maybe this person doesn't know how you see them. Maybe they were coming off a little shy with their emotions. Oh, okay, I dropped some cards. We have You Are My Sunshine. Let me get those cards. All right, let's shuffle them back in. Pile 2's person, what would you want to say to pile 2? If you could say anything at all. We also have Will You Forgive Me? And we have Come Back Home, and we also have You Didn't Deserve That. So for some of you, this could be someone that didn't treat you right in the past. And we also have I Don't Want to Repeat the Past. So maybe for some of you, that's why this person's also coming off with this, like, I'm not the person I used to be. Oh, whoops. I'm not the person I used to be. Maybe this person has transformed a lot if they are coming in from your past. Oh, I keep on forgetting to get the channeled messages from the message bag. Pile, choose person. Okay. I'm not ready for us to end. I never will be. Trust me, it's better this way. And I just heard we're better together. Do you accept me as I am? I feel the consequences of what I did. I understand if you want to move on. So if this person's coming back from the past as well, maybe they feel very guilty about something, or like they really regret hurting you. We have, I feel like you hold me responsible for your happiness. This person, I feel, wants to encourage you. And this energy kind of reminds me of codependent energy. So maybe in the past, this is someone you had like a codependent connection with. This doesn't have to be the case. Or maybe this person just is very sensitive when it comes to codependency. So maybe they are like hypersensitive about noticing signs. You don't necessarily have to hold them responsible for your happiness, but it could just be their perception for some of you. But again, only take the messages that resonate with you, because we're kind of looking into a bigger chunk of different situations. So yeah, we have, I thought moving on would be easier as well. So if they are from your past, which I think most of these messages are kind of indicating, and if this person is someone new coming into your life, it could be that with this come back home, you might meet them like after you travel, not necessarily to your hometown, but it could be to their hometown, or it could just be that like you travel back to some place you were in before. I don't know, there's just something about movement here, or traveling for some of you, but again, take them as they resonate with you. I just got the deck in half and we have protection. So I'm going to take that because that is absolutely relevant for this pile. There's that guardian angel energy. But of course, you also don't have to accept this. I was just going to say, you don't have to accept this person if you don't want to. And we have rejection here as well. For some of you, I feel like this may not be someone you necessarily want to give a second chance to if they're from your past. And that's perfectly okay. You know, you don't have to accept any energy you feel is not good for you. We have balance. But I do feel overall that this is someone who's grounded, who's loyal, who's stable. At least at this moment, we have movement here as well. See, I was sensing some movement. And I feel like for most of you, by the time this person shows up, they will be an energetic match to you. But of course, there could be exceptions. And for some of you, it could be the case that this isn't someone you want to connect with. And that's perfectly okay, honestly. Oh, and I dropped a card. Let's shuffle it back in. Anything else that wants to come through? It feels like, especially if this is someone new, this person will like right the wrongs of other people. We have cleanse coming through again. This card has been coming up a lot. But again, with cleanse, it feels like again, I'm still getting the same energy. Like, this person will right the wrongs of other people and kind of undo the damage other people may have inflicted on you. With this, you didn't deserve that peeking out as well. You absolutely did not. If you have been mistreated in the past, you absolutely did not deserve that. Let's get you some advice now from this beautiful oracle deck. Okay, we have emotional support. This was also relevant for pile 1. We have you are the temple. This is really about coming into your own power and creating a safe space for yourself within your own self. But again, giving yourself self-love. I also gave a little speech in pile 1 about self-love, but essentially what I'm getting is that, no, what I'm trying to say is that you don't have to isolate yourself from everyone and everything just for the sake of giving yourself self-love. Loving yourself doesn't have to also mean that you don't love anyone else. If that's what makes you feel good, then sure. But for me, like, giving self-love isn't just about isolating yourself and taking a bath or going on a jog, or I don't really do that. I'm really not a jogger, to be honest. I'm more of a yoga person, so we'll say yoga. It doesn't have to be doing yoga, doesn't have to be painting, it doesn't have to be any of those things. It can just literally be hanging out with your friends and living your best life, and that is self-love as well. It's very much about how you feel in situations rather than it being about you being alone. Like, self-love is not dependent on you being alone or isolated from everyone. I know it's hard to not be isolated from people very easily, at least these days. But I mean, yeah, you do you. Whatever makes you feel good. That's what I mean when I say self-love and healing. I don't mean like you can't talk to anyone, like go to your room and sit in silence and think about why you love yourself or anything. That, I mean, you know, it kind of goes against the whole loving yourself and existing and loving existing, all of those things. But anyway, let's get you one more oracle card. I said one. Please? Just one. We have two again. But okay, we have Flower Fairy's Joy and we have Quietly Resting. It feels like this person, for some of you, may already be aware of you if you haven't met them. If you've met them, obviously, they are aware of your existence. But this, for some of you, this person could be like watching you from afar and kind of waiting for the right moment. But with this Flower Fairy's Joy, what I'm really getting here mainly is that this is someone who knows how to have fun, who kind of like wants to live a good life, who this doesn't feel like someone who's just gonna like work a 9 to 5 every day and like who's never gonna be interested in anything that makes them feel good. This feels like someone who wants to enjoy life and who wants to enjoy it with you, is what I'm getting. I don't know, it just feels like a complete 180 from past relationships or connections you may have had for most of you. That's not to say like everyone in your past has to have been a negative influence, but I feel like for most of you, at least in the recent past, it could have been that way. But this is all I have for you. I hope this resonated. If it did not, maybe there's a message for you in another reading or in another pile. So if you feel called to do so, definitely do check those out. I'm sending you lots of love, lots of light. Take care and bye. Hello, my beautiful pile threes, and welcome to your reading. Today is actually the next day from when I was filming the other two piles and the introduction. I had stuff to do, so I just stopped filming and figured I'd continue today. And normally, I really don't like to interrupt filming or like the readings when I'm doing general readings, but I figured would be fine this time. So we'll see, we'll get through it. I'm sure we'll be fine. Before I forget, let me give you the astrology. We have Aries energy, we have Sagittarius energy, and then we have some more Aries energy. So very fiery. And we have some water with this lunar eclipse card as well. This is the Five of Cups in the tarot, but these energies don't have to be significant to your birth chart. You don't have to be an Aries. Your person doesn't have to be one. It's perfectly okay if these signs are not significant in your birth chart. But let's get into your reading. Sorry, I'm just rambling now. The first thing I'm getting, especially with this Five of Cups energy, is some of you have already connected with this person. And this is someone who either feels that they have disappointed you or they really have disappointed you and you feel that too. But some of you don't know this person yet, and the story I'm kind of getting for that scenario is that, especially with this Expect Powerful Change card, there are little candle shavings on this. Sorry, I've been collecting my leftover candles to like recycle them and remake them into candles. But anyway, that's really not relevant to our topic today. But essentially, if this is someone new, I feel like this is someone like who has been disappointed a lot in their past and maybe who feels that they have disappointed people in their past. I feel like this person has a lot of self-awareness, and I feel like this is someone who really wants to do better. And the thing I'm getting is that this person has been working really hard. I feel like they have been through a lot. Whether this is with you because you've connected with them already, or this is through other connections in their life. But essentially, this person is in an energy of finding their own self, finding motivation, figuring out what they want. I feel like this person's life may feel a little bit out of order right now, or maybe at the time of your meeting, but I see this person like constantly trying to develop and grow. This feels like a person who spends their life as a student, and this doesn't have to mean that they are literally like at university or something their whole life, but it more so to me means that this person is very absorbent when it comes to like new information. At least they try to integrate new perspectives and opinions in any way they can. But I feel like this person also has a very kind of practical mind, a very logical mind, and I feel like sometimes it may be hard for this person to really understand some more alternative perspectives to, you know, a very logical mindset. You could be someone who really changes the way this person sees everything. You could be someone who really changes the way this person sees the world. You could be very spiritual, or you could be very connected with the universe and very connected energetically. And I feel like within your connection, and you may have cycles with this person, with this lunar eclipse card as well. This could be an on and off thing, or this could be someone who just kind of stays with you for a long time. Maybe not physically for all of you, but energetically at least. Especially if you've already met this person. Because it almost feels like there are two versions of this story. Well, obviously there are way more versions than two, but there are like two main storylines I'm getting. One is that this is someone coming back from your past whom you have been like growing and changing with, because you're so connected energetically that whatever work you do on yourself, it also benefits this person. But the other scenario I have is, again, you could still be very energetically connected and you could be like feeling them, you could be having dreams about them. There could be astral projection. In either scenario, with the Sagittarius energy as well. I don't know why Sagittarius makes me think of astral projection specifically, but it does. And it also makes me think of a spiritual kind of journey of having faith, of developing one's like personal relationship with spirituality, because everybody has their own way of living it and expressing it. For some people, it's just completely repressing it and not doing anything about it at all. For other people, it can be religion. You know, it'll be different for everyone. For other people, it can be tarot and like witchy stuff. But essentially, I feel like this person is trying to figure out their divinity, possibly through this connection. Whether you've met them already or you are going to meet them, I feel like this connection will have a huge impact on both of you. But what's really shown to me right now is how it will impact this person, in the sense that it'll change their whole life, or it has been changing their whole life if you know them already. I do feel that most of you may be in no contact or like not in communication yet because you haven't met them, but this person is like, I see them trying to balance kind of the physical and some signs they may be seeing, or some instincts or intuition they may be feeling that they don't really know how to place or explain. But aside from like the general energy of the situation, to look at this person's like overall energy, I'm getting kind of like a stoic energy from them, almost like they're not easy to read for most people is what I'm getting. And I don't think they even do it on purpose. I think it's just how they are, but I feel like they have a lot going on the inside. I think this is someone who analyzes things, analyzes situations, analyzes their beliefs a lot. It's almost like they constantly review any information they receive, anything that happens to them, and they kind of try to put everything into the framework of their beliefs, which I think are very like logical and practically based. So it may be hard for this person to fully understand this connection for some time. But I do believe that this is someone who is like very motivated and passionate, but I think they're like one thing is that they can get lost in their head a lot sometimes, and this could be reflected in you as well. You could also have a similar kind of energy, because I feel like you and this person connect on a very deep level, very philosophical, spiritual, very deep energetic connection. Those are the kinds of energies I'm getting from them. I think this is someone who likes to appear confident, but they may be insecure deep down, and they may not like sharing this, and they may not like fully being like open and vulnerable. It may just be not very comfortable for them, but I see this person having a lot of potential to change and grow. So I feel like essentially that's what this connection is doing, or that's what this connection will do. I feel like this person is really intelligent as well. They could be really wise. They could have like wisdom, a lot of wisdom, especially through their own experiences. I feel like this person has been carrying a lot of weight. I think they're really good at analyzing, but analyzing doesn't necessarily mean processing everything, if that makes sense. I feel like this person may just like, once they're satisfied with like their perception of something, I feel like this person may try to let it go or repress that thought or emotion without fully processing it. And I feel like they could still have some unhealed wounds from the past. And if you have been in union with this person before, it could also be wounds that were opened up in this connection or things that were triggered in this connection as well. But essentially, whether this is someone coming back from your past or it's someone completely new, there is a lot of potential in this connection. And there is also a lot of passion as well with the Aries. Sorry about my voice. With the Aries and Sagittarius energy, there is like an adventurous energy to them as well. I think this person's very open to new things, but they may not know how to integrate them. Like it's almost like they like to listen, they like to learn, but then sometimes they just leave it at that rather than looking into how it might fit in with what they already know or believe in. It's a strange energy. I feel like this person's selective with, like, very selective with the information they choose to believe, and really go after. I don't know why, like, I'm focusing so much on how this person, like, sees the world or interacts with it, but that's what's coming through, because I feel like this connection essentially has the power to revolutionize the way this person sees everything and the way this person feels everything. And it also feels like this person has not felt like this before. It's almost like they become a much better version of their own self, a version they like a lot more as well through this connection. But at the same time, it feels like it requires a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort. But this is a hardworking person, even though they may get lost in their head a lot. I think this is someone who may have like really big dreams, really big hopes. But this is definitely someone who likes to appear like strong and collected and all those things. But let's clarify with tarot. To see what else wants to come through. We have the Emperor again. It was up. Oh, okay. I'm gonna put that back and it'll come out if it wants to again. We have the Five of Pentacles. This person may be leaving a difficult situation at the time of your meeting, or they could have recently left a painful, difficult situation that kind of had them feeling alone or abandoned. I feel like this person doesn't mind being on their own. I am getting a more introverted energy from your person, but there is a difference between being like lonely and alone. And I feel like at the time of your meeting or at the time you see this person again, if you already know them, it could be that they have been feeling a little bit left out in the cold, a little bit alone, a little bit lonely, actually. But let's get some more information. You may be meeting this person at a strange time in their life, and they could be meeting you at a strange time in yours, because it feels like your lives are... I'm really drawn to how these two figures are like walking side by side, but they're not focused on each other at all. They're kind of just like looking in front of them, looking at their own path. So it almost feels like you could have been through like not necessarily similar situations, but difficult situations that both kind of, that led to both of you feeling kind of wonky, a little bit off, a little bit left out in the cold. And it could be that neither of you is necessarily looking for something when you meet each other or when you bump into each other again. Maybe it's at a time where you've lost hope, or you haven't talked to them in a long time. Because it feels like there is like ice to be broken almost when you meet this person, but it feels like there's like so much fire under that ice that it just kind of melts immediately. But I'm getting this energy of maybe the first time you see them, you may be a little bit awkward with each other. We have the Five of Cups again, but now it's upright. No, now it's reversed, sorry. We also had Five of Cups energy with this card at the beginning of your reading. And we have two fives, and that to me can indicate like a situation that's a little bit complicated. It can talk about conflict as well. So it's almost like you're both dealing with a bunch of stuff by the time, like when you meet or meet again. We have the Knight of Wands coming through as well. I think this person recognizes that there is a journey to be had with you as well. They could be very charismatic. They could be very outspoken. They could be very fun as well. Like, it feels like this person works hard and plays hard. I don't remember if I said this about anyone else in the other piles, but it feels like that kind of energy, because this feels like someone who is responsible, but I feel like they're also like, they know when to be responsible and they know when to kind of just forget about everything and be completely reckless. This person may be a little bit unpredictable, especially in their energy. It's like this person is someone who may go rushing in somewhere, and I feel like they have a very like strong presence because they have a very fiery energy. So I feel like this person, like wherever they go, they may just drag chaos with them a little bit. And that's not in a bad way necessarily. I just feel like this person has a chaotic way of existing almost. We also have the Ace of Wands here again, and the Aries card at the beginning of your reading is actually also the Ace of Wands. So we have two of the Oracle cards represented here already. We have the Magician in reverse. Can we clarify the Five of Pentacles? We have the King of Wands now as well. At the time you meet this person, it's almost like your perception of this person may change drastically for some of you. Not in like a negative or positive way necessarily. It may just change in a neutral way, is something I'm getting. I think this person is very complicated. And I mean, we all are. But this is a difficult energy to put into words for some reason. This person may also not be very good with words. We do have like, I mean, we have the Magician in reverse, which just tells me there's a lot of mind activity, and sometimes it may make your person stuck. And this person feels more like someone who does things rather than like talks about them. I think their mind is always working. There's always so much mind activity, but they may not have the easiest time putting this into words for the external world to understand. And that could be why this person can get really confused with themselves sometimes. This is someone who sees a lot of beauty in like little things though as well, is another thing I'm getting. And someone who really values the experience of something rather than like what was said to them. Someone who would prefer actions over words. We have the Emperor coming through in reverse again. So we have 4 of the Oracle cards. I don't remember what the last one was. The Sagittarius card, I'm not sure what that is in the tarot. So we may already have it, but I wouldn't know. We have the Emperor in reverse, so this is some more Aries energy. We also have Gemini and Virgo with the Magician. This person may have like insecurities. They may feel like they're not good enough, but I feel like this is so internalized and so deep that it's something they acknowledge to some extent, but it's a little bit repressed as well. So this person could have like confidence things to work through as well, even though they do come off really confident with all these like wands energies. But we have the Emperor in reverse here, which tells me that although this person is like putting on this kind of guard almost, it does feel like a protection mechanism so that nobody really knows what chaos is going on the inside. Because it almost feels like there is the fun chaos that this person brings, like they could be kind of the life of the party person or just someone that everybody gravitates towards at a party, but at the same time it feels like on the inside there is like a lot of confusion and a lot of confused chaos going on as well. I think this person likes to move fast through life, but it almost feels like they're recognizing that there's a need to slow down and process everything because they seem to be in this overwhelmed hurricane-like energy. I keep on seeing like hurricanes in my mind's eye. We have the Chariot, some Cancer energy. We also have the Fool coming through, some more Aries energy. So much Aries energy here. Very interesting. The Fool is Aries, right? Yeah, it is. It's gotta be. Yeah, it is. For some reason, it didn't make sense to me that there would be so much Aries energy in a deck. But yeah, there is, I guess. For some of you, this connection may start off as like a friends with benefits or more of a physical, sexual, good time, not a long time kind of thing. But then I feel like this person, like a part of them knows what they're getting themselves into. But then again, it's almost like, again, with the thing I said about this person, kind of analyzing to the point where they're happy with what they know and then they don't really process the whole thing or internalize it or like fully understand it. It's almost like when they meet you or when they see you again, this person knows this is going to be a journey. They know it's not going to be like a one-time thing or like just for fun or just a friends with benefits, but they may just like say, I'm going to take it one step at a time, when they like know fully well what they're getting themselves into, or they can feel it on some level. But it almost feels like there could be a little bit of denial because I feel like this person may have like issues when it comes to intimacy or commitment. Not in the sense that they would like cheat, but more in the sense that they may not have been in a lot of committed relationships or a lot of healthy committed relationships is how I should put it. Can we clarify? Oh, that's too many. Can we clarify the Magician in reverse? Who is coming to... That's a lot. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the World in reverse, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So most of you, this could have been a case of this person wasn't ready for this connection to fully take off, and now there's a need for this new beginning here. And I feel like this is something that this person really desires if they have met you before, to have this new beginning with you. We have the Chariot and the Fool, and these cards to me also represent a lot of loyalty and deep attachment for some reason. I mean, the Chariot represents deep attachment, and then both of these represent loyalty. And I feel like this person it's like there's so many lessons just everywhere in this connection. It feels like it's really something that teaches you so much. And again, with this Wheel of Fortune, it's an energy of like the universe has like has its eye on you. Like the universe has this situation under control. The universe is doing stuff for you. That kind of energy, and the Magician being present here as well. It's almost like this connection may not have manifested when you wanted it to or when this person wanted it to, but it feels like it wasn't meant to at the time, because it feels like energetically maybe you and this person were not matched yet, or like maybe the first time you meet this person, it may take time for things to kind of become grounded. It's a slow moving energy, even though we have the wands here. I'm still getting like a slow moving energy because your bottom deck energy is the 10 of Pentacles. It feels like this is a connection that could potentially lead to marriage for some of you, or at least a connection that will have a lot of presence in your life. But of course, you don't have to accept this energy if it's not something you are interested in. You don't have to be into this person just because they are really into you. And trust me, they really are really into you. This person is really excited about you. This person is really, really attracted by you. There's so much sexual energy here. Like, it's insane. It's dizzying kind of sexual energy. You are this person's wish come true. Like, if they created a person, they would probably create you as like their partner. But at the same time, I think it's scary for this person to have someone that I think this person looks up to you as well. Because I feel like for most of you, you could have also been through a lot of difficult situations, but I think for most of you, you've handled it a lot better than this person has. Or maybe you've learned a lot more than this person has at this moment in time, or at the time of your meeting. However this may resonate with you. But it feels like with the World here as well, that, and the Ace of Cups in reverse, that at the time of your either initial meeting, like your first meeting, or if you've been in like cycles that have been repetitive at the time of like your last meeting, it could have been that things were just not ready to be grounded. And then I cut the deck in half and we have the Two of Cups, but then right behind it we have the Star in reverse. This is Aquarius energy, and it also talks about, it can talk about, not with this 10 of Cups in reverse as well, it talks about not getting to this point of emotional fulfillment and happiness because there are things that still need healing and understanding and time and love and care and compassion. And there's, again, so much potential in this connection, but this feels like a very long story, if I'm being honest. And I feel like some of you may see it through completely, while like some of you may choose to kind of take a break from this, or like focus on other connections in between and see how it plays out. How this scenario plays out will be different for every single one of you, if this resonates with you, of course. But I feel like there is like quite a bit to experience here, essentially. But let me get some archetype cards for this person to see what kind of personality traits want to come through, or any details about the connection. I think this person has a very hard shell, but they're very soft on the inside. Okay. So we have athlete coming through. This person is very hardworking, and I feel like they don't like to give up. But sometimes they may feel forced to give up because they get so in their head. And I know we don't have like any swords here at all, but we do have this Magician energy in reverse, which is like all the confirmation I need that there is chaos in this person's head quite often. This is like, again, someone like there is like development here. This person is, you know, working out their willpower. They're working out their strength. They're working out who they are, who they want to be, their values. This person is undergoing deep transformation through this connection, possibly before this connection, but mostly because of this connection. And we also have the mystic, revels an intimate union with the divine. So it's possible that this person explores their spirituality through this connection, and it's also possible that you do the same. You could already be spiritual or religious, or, you know, whatever makes sense to you the most, really. Again, I feel like this could be a very intuitive connection. I'm really drawn to like the color purple right now, which makes me think of intuition, and it's also my favorite color. But yeah, let me get one more card for you. Okay, we have two that flew out, but I'm not gonna take them. And the reason for that is because I didn't feel called to. I don't know, sometimes I just don't feel like it, and then the cards keep coming out as well, so like, my decks are stubborn, I'm stubborn, so. All right, we have Judge. So Libra energy could be significant as well, but we have balancing justice and compassion. And this makes me think of balancing the heart and the mind, which makes me think of balancing the practical world, which is like more so, it's not necessarily the mind, but like it's, you know, it's more logical than things that are more abstract, or like it's more logical than intuition. And this card also says managing the fair distribution of power. And also the reason I'm focusing on the light attributes only right now is because I feel called to do that, and not because like I'm implying your person's like, you know, just has no flaws or anything. I feel like we also, I'm drawn to the shadow attribute, because one thing really caught my attention here. We have false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. This invulnerability thing, this makes me think of someone who likes to appear strong. Like, you can build all of your muscles, you can spend all day at the gym, take all the rest days you need, and like just have a very healthy way of building your body. You can appear very strong, very muscular, but then you can be very, very soft on the inside. You know, that kind of thing. And they don't have to be very muscular or like big in build or whatever. It's just that I feel like they come off a lot harder than, or like a lot more serious maybe, or a lot more like composed than they actually might be. But yeah, this person could also work in law, just pointing out the obvious, but they don't have to be. They could also be like into sports. They don't have to be at all. I would say they could be like a mystic, but I don't think so, at least not at the time of your meeting for most of you. We'll also get some more oracle cards to clarify some energies in this connection or any other details, and we'll get channeled messages and then some advice as well. For some of you, I'm getting that this person may come from like money, but like obviously, well, not for everyone, of course, but I don't know where that came from. But yeah. We have power. This could be someone who is like looked up to as well, but what I'm actually getting from this power is that this person may have had some like lopsided power dynamics in the past in their connections. And this also like kind of talks about, to me, reminds me of this expect powerful change card. We also have voyage or voyage. I can't believe I still don't know how to say this word properly. Oh wow, sorry. Strange day. I've been having a really strange day today. But anyway, there is a journey to be had here, essentially, with this card. And the two of you are connected, whether you are at a physical distance or not. Once you meet this person, my voice is crackling and doing all kinds of things. Annoying. Who is coming? This could also be someone who travels a lot or traveled a lot, or they could be from like another country, another city, or you can meet them while traveling or something like that. We have freedom. Yeah, there's definitely like travel energy here, or you could meet this person and then like really uproot your entire life and then move somewhere else. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I feel like the two of you give each other a lot of courage. Like this person is kind of like fake it till you make it, but then through this connection, it's like it happens. Not because they've been faking it, but because this connection gives them a lot of motivation, a lot of strength, a lot of wisdom as well. This card is my card for like deep philosophical exploration of the self, of the universe, all of these things. And I feel like that is something that's definitely very significant to this connection as well. Now let's get some channeled messages. As some of you may already know this person and some of you may not. Take the messages that resonate with your situation and leave the rest. They could be all over the place. We'll see what comes through. Oh, no. Okay, that was really bad shuffling. The first card that is coming through for you is, I'm trying to be logical about this. This connection is not just in your head. Nostalgia, so for some of you, you could have already met this person, and if you are at a distance, they could be missing you, because we also have, I feel, your absence. I'm worried about the future. I need to figure out who I really am. Yes, I was also getting that. We have, I'm tired of fighting. There are things you can't see yet, and you are the only one for me, and no one else but you. Let's also get some messages from the message bag. Oh, that's so little, I just realized. We have, I don't know if I can make this work. So your person, again, at the time of your meeting, it's like they're not expecting possibly something of this extent. We have, I'm so tired. Yeah. And that's why, because they're just like overwhelmed and I can't focus on anything. Yeah. Or this could be their current energy. If like stuff has happened in your connection, I'll get a few more. I don't know why I got so few. Anything? Okay, thank you. That is a good amount. You don't know what you do to me. I'm ready to fight for this connection. And then we also have, I'm tired of fighting. I think this person's tired of fighting the connection, possibly. If those messages resonate with you, and they're ready to fight for it, is like one way I would interpret that. We have, I will always wait for you. We need to talk. You have too much power over me, so that power energy could also indicate that this person sees you as someone very powerful. And we also have, I wonder if you still care about me. Let's get some energy cards. That's actually probably not what these are called. I don't remember what they're called. Prison oracle? Maybe? I don't remember. Great deck though. Who is coming towards? Okay, we have reflection. We have consciousness. Yes. We have illumination. This is as like kind of, this is, I think, the mind energy I was talking about, like this person analyzing and stuff, and their consciousness is expanding through this connection. Their perspectives are changing, they're learning, they're seeing things from a new perspective, or like they will when this, if this connection happens. We also have isolation. So for most of you, you could already know this person and you could be in separation from them. It almost feels like you make this person see in color, and when you're gone, it's just kind of gray again, if you've met them. Or if you meet them in the future and you end up going through a separation or something, because it does feel like this is a big journey if you choose to go on it. Let's get you some advice now. We have Ocean Spirit. We have you are a creator. Some of you could be manifesting this person as well. And Ocean Spirit for me is a very like deeply spiritual, deeply emotional kind of energy. We have Full Circle as well. This makes me think of several cycles again. For some of you, this may feel like an unfinished business kind of situation. And this is like an indication for me that for most of you, this person will like come back for another cycle, another go, if that's what you choose to pursue. Is there anything else that wants to come through? Any advice for my pile threes, please, universe? We have quietly resting. So if you are like in an energy of waiting for this person, know that it's okay to pull your focus a little bit more to yourself. And I'm going to bring up self-love mainly because I kind of gave tiny lectures in the other groups, and I wanted to talk about something specifically because I've been seeing some comments that made me kind of rethink how we say like self-love, self-love, self-love all the time so like easily, and we don't really fully explain what we mean because we assume everyone kind of knows, but I guess everybody has their own idea of self-love as well. And that's my main point, is that self-love doesn't have to mean that you have to be isolated. It doesn't have to mean that you pull your energy away from everyone and everything except for yourself. That's not what it means at all. Humans are made to socialize and share love, no matter how introverted you may be. If you don't talk to people for like 200 days just sitting in your room, I'm also sorry, just this is completely irrelevant to what I was saying, but this one opened up in the bag, I just realized, and I feel like this is very relevant to this situation, so I'm going to put that message there for you as well. But essentially what I'm saying with this self-love thing is that you need to do what makes you feel unconditional love for yourself. If this means journaling and like doing shadow work, which I've gotten into recently, and I would definitely recommend it. It could be that. It could be hanging out with friends. It could be like making your favorite meal with people you love, having great conversations. That's also self-love. It doesn't always have to be that you only love yourself and you don't give it to anyone else. Love is not something that you can really quantify. It's not like I have 3 pieces of love, like I'll take all 3 for myself, so oh no left for anyone else. It's not like that. Love is limitless. We constantly love. We constantly produce love. You can choose to do this, and you can choose to give that love you produce to your the love that you produce to yourself as well, and to yourself before you try to kind of give it to everyone else. It doesn't mean you can't do it at the same time. It doesn't mean you have to like not talk to people or just like be mean to everyone or tell them like I'm focusing on myself, like go away or something. It's really about doing whatever makes you happy, and whatever makes you feel loved. It's about like sprinkling some, me time in between, but also still living your life. It's not that you have to pause your life to love yourself. It's really about like loving yourself throughout your existence, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I have a lot of opinions. So yeah, if you ever want to chat with me about this stuff, let me know, I guess, or like talk to me in the comments or something. Always really nice hearing from you guys. This is like another random tangent now, but I am really grateful for this little community that we have, and I hope it's a safe space for you as well, because that is my aim for this channel, is that it's inclusive and safe for anyone that wants to be here. So thank you for being here with me and for sharing your energy with me. I will now conclude my speech and let you go. Hopefully I'll see you soon. And I'm sending you lots of love, lots of light. Take care, and bye.